Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ReelQuick, episode 89. I am joined alongside my very handsome and very knowledgeable co-hosts, Tyler and Seth. We have a Patreon draft today, recommended by Luke Deerhog. We're going to be drafting we're just going to be drafting the best or our favorite screenplays. As always, our Patreon is
in the description down below.
It's in the description down below. I'm sorry, lapse of judgment. I'm running on very little sleep right now. So go take a look at those tiers. If you want to be able to recommend us movies, drafts, rankings, games, they're all available in our Patreon, as long as movie watch-alongs, personalized video messages. We try to do the most for you guys and make it a nice bang for your buck. So without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going to be drafting the best or our favorite screenplays. The order is Tyler, George, and Seth. I am happy I don't have first pick on this one because I'm lost, and I think I know where Tyler's going to go with his first pick, maybe. So let's just get right into it. Tyler, first pick, what do you think is the best or your favorite screenplay of all time? And since there's just the three of us, we're going to be doing 7 rounds.
Yeah, I'm going to go more towards my favorites as opposed to what I deem the best. So I'm going to go Social Network, my first pick.
Yeah, that is exactly where I thought you were going to go with the first pick. And I'm happy you took that off the board because I think I would have taken that second.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that makes my life a little easier.
Yeah, I think we know where you're going to go here. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it has to be a top two screenplay pick. So I'm going to go with 12 Angry Men.
Okay. It's a bit of a weird one. I didn't just want to pick my favorite films. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't want to pick the same things again. I'll go Do the Right Thing as a screenplay.
Do the Right
Thing is really strong.
That was my next pick.
I know, George. I think both of you actually just watched that recently, didn't you?
Yeah, I just watched that on the plane over. Damn, that was such a good. I want to rewatch that ASAP. That's already a top 5 screenplay for me, if we're being honest. That if you didn't take that in your 1-2, that would have been my next pick.
Yeah. Oh shit, it's me again.
It is.
I will go. I'm just gonna throw one out there. I'll go Paul Schrader's First Reformed as a screenplay goes.
Wow.
Very, very strong.
I had that on my list, and I was like, I'm confident Seth is going to take this as one of his 5, but I didn't think he was going to come that early.
Seth, you still need to see Paul Schrader's movie from this year, Master Gardener.
The Master Gardener?
Yeah.
What is
I haven't seen the card counter either. I need to watch both of them.
Oh, yeah.
Still never saw the card counter. That's the thing with screenplays. I don't know what my favorites are. I don't know what the best should be. So I'm just going to go with what I think I'd like to have on my board. So I'm going to take, and Tyler, I apologize if I'm stealing this from you, but I'm going to go with There Will Be Blood.
I thought that would be Tyler's first.
Yeah.
That was my assumption.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well. I like the Social Network a little more in terms of just the writing of it, but that was gonna be well, honestly, my second pick was gonna be Do the Right Thing, and then my third pick would have been There Will Be Blood. So good picks flying off the board.
So you just got dogged pretty much.
Yeah, but I have a long list here, so I'm gonna do a little back to back from the same actor, and we're gonna hit Eternal Sunshine of Spotless Mind and just follow it right up with The Truman Show.
Yeah. Damn. Fuck. The Eternal Sunshine was probably going to be my next pick. All right, fuck off. My third pick, another movie that we actually reviewed on a ReelQuick, and I'm going to go with Harakiri.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Great pick.
Yeah. I think that is a deserving 3rd round pick for sure. I think that could possibly be in my top 5 if we're being honest, if I were to have ranked these. So I'm happy to have snagged that in the 3rd round.
I think some people think it's a pretty good movie, so I think it's a pretty good pick.
Do they? I never realized.
Is it still the highest rated movie on Letterboxd right now?
Yeah, I think it's still number 1.
Mm-hmm.
It is number 1, right? Yeah. All right. Damn shame Across the Spider-Verse got snubbed there.
I'll go. I feel like I'm on my religious epics. I'll go Martin Scorsese's Silence as a screenplay goes. Very, very strong. I'll also will pick one of my favorites now because I think as the screenplay goes, it's so good, and I'll go Old Boy.
Ooh,
Deserves to be in there.
Would have been funny. You were leading up to your third pick talking about like a Martin Scorsese religious movie, and it would have been like the most funny, blasphemous thing to be like Passion of the Christ, and people would get very mad about that if you thought that was like if you like
Passion of the Christ.
yeah or no
Last Temptation of
yeah
Christ.
Last Temptation of Christ. But yeah, that would be one that people would get real pissed if you're like, yeah, this writing was so great.
I do like that film though. Can't lie.
Right.
Very good film.
All right, shit. See, I want diversity on my board in terms of like across genres. So maybe this isn't a worthy 4th round pick, but I want a little rom-com. Give me When Harry Met Sally.
Wow, that's on my list, and I did
No
not think
shit.
anyone was going to go there because I was thinking the same
nice.
thing. I wanted to have some different, like some diverse picks.
That's what
You
I'm
love
looking
that
for.
movie. It's almost When Harry Met Sally season. We're like close to it.
Yeah, that's when once September rolls up, I'm gonna rewatch that.
What's
What-
When Harry Met Sally season?
Just the fall. It's like got really nice
I haven't
fall
seen
vibes.
it.
Like it's
Yeah.
super like colorful trees and like fall
Oh,
in New
okay.
York City. It's
Yeah,
very like it's definitely like at the top of like every list if you like Google like best fall like movies for autumn.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
always
that'll be a monthly rewatch starting tomorrow.
yeah. Let's see. Where do I want to go next here? I'm gonna go to the horror thriller genre, and we'll Get Out on the board.
I was actually gonna take it.
Damn, I was gonna. I
Yeah.
didn't know how early that would take. I thought that could be like a late 6, 7 round pick.
It's been a long time since us three have been in a draft together, and I feel like we're all of us are on pretty similar wavelengths. I feel like we've all
Yeah.
picked stuff that other people would have liked to pick here. And I guess I'll follow that up with we'll go with a drama now because I guess I've already had dramas. Let's see. Is there any other different genres I want to go for here? You know what? We'll switch it up. We'll go with crime and we'll go Fargo.
Oh shit.
Damn. I swear, it's like you guys looked at the list I have in front of me. Fuck off.
I bet there's another Coen Brothers movie that might get picked in this draft, but we'll see.
Yeah. Well, yeah, most likely. Again, I'm just looking for a diverse board. So let me put a period piece on my board. Another recent first watch of mine. I'm gonna take Amadeus.
Oh,
Nice,
okay.
Nice.
What did you
Okay.
think I was gonna take there, Seth?
Well, I thought you were gonna say I'm gonna take a period piece, another romance film, and my next pick is Portrait of a Lady on Fire.
Oh,
That's what I thought you were gonna lead to.
Okay, that's a good pick.
And then I will go for one I watched twice recently, once in the cinema last week. Billy Wilder's Some Like It Hot. Amazing. Amazing screenplay. Love that film.
Still need to watch that.
So good.
Still need to watch that. All right, what are we at? 6? My 6th pick. I feel like it'd be a crime if I didn't pick this, just because it's one of my 2 favorite movies ever. I'm gonna go with Denis Villeneuve's Arrival.
Yeah, I thought you were right.
Yeah, that just needs to be on my board. Maybe it's not the strongest screenplay on my list, but it is my 2nd favorite movie ever, so it's got to be on my board.
Yeah, you see like Amy Adams at the picket line yesterday with like the Arrival.
With
Yeah.
Human.
I
What-
did.
One weird ass quote tweet I saw was someone was like, and it got like a lot of traction. It was like, one thing I like that's cool about this is there's like a side by side of her in the movie and her on the picket line is like that they actually use her handwriting in the movie. I'm like, she's literally like in the scene writing it on a whiteboard
Yeah.
with the narrator. Like, why would they? That'd be such an unnecessary like not actually having her write it. And then, like, I was like, I guess I don't know. If you're impressed by that, like, I'm glad you can like find enjoyment in the little things in life.
You
So
know,
good
you
for
know what
you.
I hate to admit? I saw that picture of her on the picket line, and I saw it said "human" on her board, and like for 5 minutes, I stared at it, and I was like, "Why the fuck did she write human on this on her picket sign?" I was like, "What are we doing?"
Coming from you, that's surprising that you didn't.
Yeah, like before I realized, then I was like, "Oh, wait a second." I was like, it like hit me like a brick, but I felt so stupid after that realization hit me. I was like, "God damn it!"
So my last 2 picks, I'll go One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest for my 6th rounder,
Yeah.
and then
I'm
for my-
honestly,
yeah.
I'm shocked that wasn't like one of Seth's first 3 picks. For being honest,
Yeah.
Same actually. To be fair.
I'm stunned.
And then my last pick is going to be one that might not jump to people's minds in terms of screenplay, but when you think of how influential it's been to so many movies copying it, Rocky, honestly, kind of just like very kickstarted the sports underdog genre that we've now had like billions of movies about.
Completely agree. Again, I'm looking for a diverse board. So I feel like I've hit the international quota. I've hit the period piece. I've hit science fiction, drama. So let me get a fuck. You know what? I'm going to go with one specific vote here. I'm looking for one person to give me a vote here. So I'm going to go with another rom-com, and I'm going to take broadcast news.
Getting the Sophie
I have
vote.
no idea why. I thought you were going to say Paul Blart.
Same. That's exactly what I thought you were going to
no
say.
idea why.
I was like, that's such an unreal elite 7th round pick.
No, imagine
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
I'm going to go with Dark of the Moon.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I'll take another rom-com, broadcast news. Thank you for
Okay.
your vote, Sophie.
For my final pick, I'll go. I feel like I'd have to put a Bergman in here because it'd be a shame if I didn't. But I won't go one of the ones I would usually speak about because they're boring. I'll go Autumn Sonata.
Ooh.
I'll go for that.
You want to keep going for 10 rounds?
Fuck it, why not?
I feel like I'll go for like 20 rounds.
Yeah, let's go 10 rounds.
Let's go 10
I was
rounds.
about to say I'm pissed off I didn't pick some of these.
Yeah, I have so many more on my list. I can keep going. All right, let's do 3 more rounds. Keep it going, Seth.
Shit. I'll go. Sorry, I'm just trying to look through, see what I want. I'll go. Shit. I'll go.
Shit.
I'll go Apocalypse Now. That's what I was about to say. I'll go Apocalypse Now.
That's one that I would have wanted on my board. That's why I recommended 10 rounds.
Yeah. I'll do that.
All right, I'm going to go again. I just want this on my board. It's one of my favorites. I'm going to go Back to the Future.
Nice.
One of the best science fiction screenplays out there.
It's a good one.
Yeah, one that I was upset I didn't pick, so I'm happy to get around to it because my mom always reminds me when I'm talking about it on the podcast of how influential it was at the time and how it literally just like blew people's minds in the theater in the 90s, and now obviously it inspired a lot of other films to copy the same non-linear storytelling, which it wasn't the first to do it, but it popularized it a lot, and that's Pulp Fiction.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
yeah. Like anytime, like, cause she like texted me right after she watched her like most influential movies of all time draft. She's like, "How did you not? No one even mentioned Pulp Fiction." She's like that. She's like, I vividly remember that movie coming out and everyone my age like losing their freaking minds when that movie hit the theater. And then I'll go with a bold screenplay in Psycho, taking a main character and killing her off immediately. Obviously, that inspired stuff like Scream and other horror franchises to come.
Nice. I didn't even have Psycho on my list. I like that pull. Fuck. All right, my next pick. Again, just another one I feel like would be a disservice if it wasn't on the board, and that is the Best Picture and Best Screenplay winning Parasite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought someone picked that. That's a good one. Ooh, okay.
Last two for Seth.
Parasite could have been a top 3 rounder, if we're being honest. I think.
Yeah.
I think it's wild that I got that in the 8th round or the 9th round.
Mm-hmm.
Seth, last 2 picks.
I'll go. Wait, isn't this 8 and 9, or is this
9 and 10?
This is 9 and 10 for you.
Okay, I'll go. I want to get a zombie film in there. I'll go the original Dawn of the Dead, George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead, and then
You don't want to take Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead?
no, I actually unironically really like.
You do like that movie.
I
You
do
do
actually
love
really like
that
that film.
movie. I mean, who doesn't like Zack Snyder? Come on now.
Yeah, true. And then I'll go for. I haven't even got a Kubrick on this list, man. Crazy.
Or an M. Night.
Oh, an M. Night. Yeah, true.
You also don't have a Nolan on your board.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's just his screen.
No Russo brothers.
I'll go.
Shit.
I'll go a Clockwork Orange.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll take Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, you will.
That's mine. That's it.
My final pick. See, here's the thing. I got like 6 more movies, and I want to pick every single one of them. But again, I feel like at this point, I've been going with my favorites as opposed to the best. So might as well get a musical on my board, and I'll take La La Land.
Interesting.
Yeah, final pick of the draft. Feel like a screenplay is strong if you can take an idea that when you just like tell it to someone in a bar, they'd be like, that's such a silly idea for a movie, like it sounds so stupid, but then it ends up being amazing. And I'll go Good Will Hunting. Like the idea of a janitor but being a super genius and rising to the top of the engineering world just by being a nobody from Boston. Sounds like a silly idea, but it's a great ass movie with some incredible dialogue.
Damn, both Godfather Part 1 and 2 snubbed.
Yeah, I was
there's like 100 films. Like,
yeah,
crazy,
I'm surprised no one took Whiplash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that
what else is on my list? Taxi Driver, The Usual Suspects is on my list. Shawshank, no one took.
Mm-hmm. People dog Nolan's screenplays, but I think if one was gonna be picked, Memento would be a good screenplay to pick.
Memento was the only Nolan on my board on my list actually.
How highly? I'd go, if it was Nolan, I'd go Oppenheimer. Honestly,
yeah, Oppenheimer would have been a great pick. How highly do you guys hold Mulholland Drive?
It's not my. It's like 4th in my Lynch ranking. I would have like 3 Lynches above it. I would say, but I think in terms of like influence of that era, I think it'd be pretty high.
Now, hear me out. In terms of influence and like movies copying films after its release, I think Borat could have been a good pick. I'm being dead serious. I think Borat could have been a great pick on this board.
I see what you mean.
I would love to read the screenplay for that if that even exists, because obviously it's like a movie that's like improvised but like not, like clearly he had like a plan for everything. Yeah.
I feel like Borat's a movie where like every scene just has a synopsis, and then instead of a script, it just says do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
All right. Tyler took The Social Network, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, The Truman Show, Get Out, Fargo, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Rocky, Pulp Fiction, Psycho, and ended it with Good Will Hunting. I myself, George, Movies and Stuff 14, 12 Angry Men, There Will Be Blood, Harakiri, When Harry Met Sally, Amadeus, Arrival, Broadcast News, Back to the Future, Parasite, and La La Land. And Seth, follow him on YouTube, Do the Right Thing, First Reformed, Silence, Old Boy, Portrait of a Lady on Fire, Some Like It Hot, Autumn Sonata, Apocalypse Now, Dawn of the Dead, and A Clockwork Orange. I'm very curious to see how a graphic will look with 10 picks.
It'd be funny if Cam was here and we did 10 rounds, because like if you guys watched, because you guys weren't there, but if you watched the episode where we did like the He's Literally Me draft and he spelled out Sigma, screenplay is 10 letters, so I feel like he'd be like, guys, look, all my picks like spelled out screenplay on my picks.
Wait, I did not even notice he spelled out.
He did. I saw it on TikTok. Yeah, he did.
Wow. What were his picks?
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. The last one was After Sun. G was Goodfellas. I don't even know, but it's like
Interstellar, maybe.
No,
could have been Interstellar, could have been Inception, could have been Into the Spider-Verse if he went with that.
Yeah, wow, it's like I'm glad he spelled out Sigma, because his picks made just no sense. For He's Literally Me, like when he said After Sun, we're like, what is wrong with you, bro?
That's so funny. But all right, that will wrap up real quick episode 89, a fun 10-round draft of our favorite, or what we consider to be the best screenplays of all time. Shout out our patron Luke Deerhog for the recommendation. As always, guys, we are all over social media: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Toss us a follow, subscribe, like, comment, share. Obviously, all the engagement means the world to us. But that wraps up episode 89. We will see you guys soon for episode 90 of our review of Red Riding 1974.